Salud familia. Today I have a story you haven't heard before. I believe you haven't heard this story coming from me, at least. When I joined the Air Force in 1996, I didn't speak English. Now it's a requirement. They send you to school if you don't speak English, but when I joined, that wasn't a requirement. The only requirement was to understand English, and I did. I understood English. For the first year, I only felt comfortable saying yes sir, no sir. For the first year I was in the military, in the Air Force. In addition to that, people didn't correct me when I said something wrong. I even asked one of my closest friends in Virginia, I said, hey, you know why you never corrected me? And said, because I didn't want you to get offended. And I wasn't. See, I made it a point to get better at communication, saying what I wanted to say the right way, in a way that people understood what I said the first time. I have a thick accent, so that's not going away. But having a thick accent is not an excuse. It's how you say and how you say it. What you say and how you say it, how you position the words. So I listened to a lot of AM radio. I didn't watch Spanish TV or listen to Spanish music. I didn't press 2 when I use the ATM or when I call it for a service. I didn't press 2 when I use the ATM or when I call it for a service. You know what I mean. And I got better eventually. A lot better. To the point that I seen people going to talk to request a service or request an item, and they get a no, and I walk in and I get a yes. You can, I say it's because of my beautiful smile, but the truth is the way I said it. Eventually, you know, as I got older, I joined organizations like Toastmaster, and that improved even further the way I communicated my message. You know, using hand gestures and tone variation, you name it. There are other things, and you know, strategic pauses. And that's all the things that, you know, you can do that, what I did, and much more to improve your communication, your verbal communication. When it comes to written communication, that's a little bit harder, because as I found out through my last 20 years in the United States or in the military, English native speaking people speak worse English than non-native speaking people, for the majority of people that have met and have associated. My first boss was somebody from New York. My first immediate co-worker was somebody from Georgia, and I didn't understand what the fuck they were saying. Yeah. I see people butchering the English language on the daily basis, but that's not English. I'm from Puerto Rico, and somebody from my hometown in the West Coast speak completely differently to somebody from the capital. The slang is different. Same thing happens in the United States. Yes, it's Spanish and English, but people use different slangs. And as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a manager, as a leader, you want to improve your communication. You want to, you know, it will help you waste less time. It will help you be more effective with your message. You will get more yeses. You will have less headaches and less confrontation, less problems. It's a win-win situation for you if you improve your communication. So yes, you can do the things that I did, like joining Toastmaster, listening to AM radio, read books, and that will definitely help you. Now, when it comes to written communication, that was a little bit more challenging, because what's funny right now is, and this happens to my wife quite often, is they come to us and ask, Angel, Noelia, how do you spell this? But it took a while, and it's not a sign, you know, I like to write shorter emails, but I did ask a lot of people for help to come and double check, but not to fix my email, to fix my blog post or my article, but I wanted to learn how they got to, you know, why they're writing it that way. And that's something you can do, and that takes time. A faster way that you can improve your writing today is using tools like Grammarly. It's just beautiful. You write something and you probably forgot that comma, because it's always going to be an idiot that is going to let you know that you forgot a comma, and it's going to highlight it, and you just, you know, click it and it fixes for you. I'm going to drop the link down below so you can check it out. But definitely Grammarly to improve your reading communication before you hit publish on a blog post, on an article. Yeah, and you just look like an idiot. Anyhow, maybe you didn't know, maybe this is the first time you heard that story, and I have plenty other ones. Let me know if you want to know the other stories in the comments down below. Anyhow, I hope this video helps, and if you did, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like, what video you want me to create next, what question I can answer for you next. And remember, you only live once. Hope you're having the best day ever. See you in the next video. Peace out.